Assalamualaikum. Welcome back once again to Technology Information Channel. Today in this video, we are going to briefly explain the complete installation method of the AVR model R448. This is the Lorry Summer Alternator AVR. The Caterpillar assembling and coupling the Lorry Summer alternators. This is widely used in the Caterpillar generators like Caterpillar 3406 and Caterpillar C15 and C18 model generator, and also the Perkins generator use this AVR, in a Perkins 2300, 2500 and 2800 series use this AVR. Okay, the AVR model is for R448 model, and we are explaining the complete installation methods, adjustment parameters, and complete overview explaining each points of this AVR. Before starting the video, a small request to all newcomers: if you are first time on my channel, please make sure to subscribe, and also don't forget to hit the bell notification to getting latest update video. So let's begin. First of all, as you can see, this is the front view of the AVR. We have a heavy duty big capacitor, and we have some potentiometers, as you can see, for voltage excitation system adjustment and stability adjustment. When we have also here a jumper for the 1560 hertz, and also we have TV connections, and we have the transformer and heatsink and complete details. So let me open the typical diagram of this AVR. As you can see, this is the typical diagram of this AVR. We have a capacitor, and here we have the 1560 hertz jumpers, and we have potentiometer P number 5, P4 and P3 and P2, and also the connections X2, Z1, X1, Z2, E plus, E minus, and 0 volt, 110 volt, 220 and 380 and transformer, and the CT connections and the potentiometer connection. So let me explain the wiring installation method of this AVR. First of all, as you can see, let me open the block diagram, okay, to explain these TVs, how to rewire these TVs and how to understand. As you can see, this is the AVR model for R488 model, and here we have X2, Z1, X1, Z2E, positive, negative. This is to wire from exciter, and 0 volt neutral, and 110, 220 and 380. Okay, this AVR we can connect three-way. As you can see, array, shunt and PMG. What is mean by array, what is mean by shunt, and what is mean by PMG? So let me open. So here we go. This is the detail about the shunt array and PMG. As you can see here, the detail. The Lorry Summer R448 is a highly versatile automatic voltage regulator AVR. It is widely used in a Caterpillar, Perkins and Wilson generators. It natively supports shunt array and PMG wiring connections. Here is how you wire each configuration on the R48 AVR terminal strip. First, array wiring. As you can see here, this is the array wiring. So let me open array wiring. Number one, array system use two separate auxiliary windings inside the stator. Auxiliary winding number one, voltage proportions connect the AVR wire to the terminals X1 and X2. And the auxiliary winding number 2, current proportion booster connect to two wires to the terminal Z1 and Z2. Here, as you can see here, after AVR X2, Z1, X1, Z2, the wires is coming from the alternator auxiliary winding. Wire number 10 yellow wire, red wire 11, and green 9, and 12 number wire black. This is going to connect to the AVR this way in a array wiring. So as you can see, selection jumper ensure the section strip jumper ST9 strip to array shunt positions. What said means ensure the selection strip jumper ST9 is the strip to the array shunt. As you can see, ST9. Okay. ST9 is going to this way. So the selection jumper ensure the stepper jumper ST9 is set to the array shunt positions. As you can see, ST3, ST1, ST9, this one, not 3. As you can see, ST9 is set to the S1 and S2. As you can see, where is going to the. As you can see, here we have S2 and S1, and then this side U, P2, and not the HP1 and N Newton. This is used for the array. So let me open another section of the shunt. Number 2. The shunt firing configuration. The shunt step draw is powered directly from the main stator output. The power supply connects to the main power supply wires, typically 140 volts, 50 Hz and 60 Hz, directly to the terminal X1 and X2. Terminal Z1 and Z2 leave these terminals empty, disconnect. Selection: the jumper keep jumper ST9 set to the array to shunt. Understand? And the shunt, as you can see, only we used X2 and X1 from the auxiliary winding supply. Should maximum 148, maximum 50 or 60 Hz. As you can see, the yellow wire number 10 and wire number 9 is only used. As you can see, one or two phases, T1 to T4 or T8 to T11. Understands? This we can connect to this AVR. Understand? And also the PMG. So number 3, the PMG system power the AVR is dedicated permanent magnet generator on the shaft. The power supply connects 3 phases AC power wire coming from the PMG stator directly terminal to the X1, X2 and Z2. The terminal Z1 leaves this terminal empty and disconnect. And select the jumper. Move to the selection jumper T9 to PMG positions. Okay. Our generator have some knob for the selection of the AVR and ST9 for the each excitation system, RF or shunt or PMG. The PMG have 3 phases output. X2, this one wire is going to the X2 of the AVR, and the wire number 2 is going X1 to the X1, and wire number 3 is going to the Z2. The permanent magnet generator making self power for the excitation system of the generator. Understand, this is the 3 concept wiring we are explained. So let's move to open the typical diagram, and further we can explain. As you can see here, we have the fuse, 15 ampere fuse. Sometimes this fuse goes to blown and the generator not making power. You should to check this AVR in this scenario. Okay. As you can see here, the direction of the place and the location of the fuse, as you can see here, near close after the heat sink point. Okay. So if your generator use the 50 Hz frequency, you should use these 2 points. Okay. These 2 points. Swap the jumper to these 2 points. Number 1, number 2 between. Okay. As you can see, these 2 ones. This is the 50 Hz. If you use 60 Hz, you remove this jumper and connect to these 2. As you can see, this is the 60 Hz and this is the 50 Hz. And here we have some potentiometer, P5, P4, P3 and P2. What's meant by this potentiometer? This potentiometer is used for, as you can see here, P5, P3, P2, as you can see, excitation ceiling adjustment. Okay. This is used for the excitation ceiling adjustment, and the P3 is used for the stability adjust, and the P2 is used for the voltage adjustment. Understand? And as you can see here, quadrature drop adjustment. This is used for the quadrature drop adjustment. And here we have P3H and 0470 and home as S1 and S2. As you can see, this one. So let me again the typical diagram. As you can see here, S1, S2 is coming from the ST4, and the VR is used for, you need to use 1 kilo ohm resistor, okay, to control. As you can see, this 2 1, and the typical diagram, as you can see here, for the 3 phases, okay. As you can see, node number 4, as you can see here, we are going to open the nodes, and node A, B, and C, and node G. Where is our these nodes to access, to understand? Customer cable. So this is the complete detail. The video is going to too long to explain the each step. I hope you will be understanding 90 to 95% of the concept of this AVR. If you have further any question or require this wiring diagram, my Gmail also available in this video description. Goes to open my description of this video and send me a Gmail if you require the wiring diagram, or if you want to help. I will be available 24/7. Thanks for watching. See you all next time, and goodbye.